We're given a question, what is 43% of 20? All right, so the trick I'm going to use to solve this is just rewrite this as 20% of 43. And that's easier to find. We can just split this into two 10% of 43. 10% of 43, all we have to do is move the decimal point one place over, so we get 4.3 is 10%. Multiply that by 2, we get 8.6 as our answer. All right, what is the area of the figure above? So for things like these, we want to split it into separate shapes. So we have two rectangles. This one's 3 by 5, so the area is 15. And this one's 2 feet by, let's just put X feet. So we can transfer this 3 feet here, so we know that this is also 3, because a rectangle, these sides are equal. And if this is 6 feet, and this is 3 feet, the other side must be 3 feet, because it has to add up to 6. So this is 2 by 3. So we can multiply 2 times 3 to get the area of this rectangle. That's equal to 6. And we can add the areas. 15 plus 6 is just 21. So we can choose A. Question 5. The inequality -3n is less than 12 is equal to which of the following? So we want to get n on its own. So we're going to divide each side by -3 to get n. And remember, with inequalities, if you're dividing by a negative, you always want to flip this sign. That's what a lot of people forget. So we get n is greater than 12 divided by -3, which is -4. So we can choose D. If 4 times x over y plus 1 is equal to 10, what is y? Alright, so first we're going to get rid of this 4. To do that, we can divide each side by 4. We get x over y plus 1 is equal to 10 over 4, which is just equal to 5 over 2. So we can just subtract 1 from each side to get x over y on its own. We get x over y is equal to 5 over 2 minus 1, which is equal to 5 over 2 minus 2 over 2, which is just 3 over 2. So x over y is equal to 3 over 2. Multiply each side by y to get rid of this y. So we get x is equal to 3 over 2y. And we want to get y on its own. So we can just divide by 3 over 2, which is the same as multiplying that by the reciprocal. So we can get 2 over 3x is equal to y. So we can choose B. Here's math hacks that'll blow your mind. Part 1. Alright, so if you have a question like this, or if you're asking if some number is divisible by 9, all you have to do is add digits. So 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 8, that's equal to 29. And if that number you get from adding the digits is divisible by 9, your answer will be yes. And if it's not, your answer will be no. So you can choose B, no. Here's math hacks that'll blow your mind. Part 1. Alright, so if you have a question like this, or if you're asking if some number is divisible by 9, all you have to do is add digits. So 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 8, that's equal to 29. And if that number you get from adding the digits is divisible by 9, your answer will be yes. And if it's not, your answer will be no. So you can choose B, no. Alright, let's learn a math hack that's too good to be true. Alright, so what is 1,489.64 divided by 36.1? Alright, so first what we want to do is, alright, so what is -6 squared? Well, it depends. So if it's like something like this is actually in math the same as just 6 squared and then negative, so that's equal to -36. But if you add parentheses like this, it's going to just be equal to 36. What is the length beside x? Alright, to solve this, we can use the Pythagorean theorem, which is just that if this side is a, this side is b, and this side is c, that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So we can plug in a. 6m squared is 36m squared plus x squared is equal to 10m squared. So that's 100m squared. Alright, so to get x, we subtract 36m squared from each side. We get 100m squared minus 36m squared, which is 64m squared is equal to x squared. Take the square root of each side to find x. We get x is equal to 64m squared. The square root of that is just 8m. So we can choose C. What is 110% of 3,200? First, what we want to do is break this 110% to 100% and 10%, respectively. And then we can just find 100% of 3,200. 100% of 3,200 is just 3,200. And 10%, to find 10% of any number, all we have to do is move the decimal point one place over. So that's 320. So we add them together. 3,200 plus 320 is 3,520. And that's our answer. We can choose C.